What's up, guys? My name is Keisha. Thank you for watching my Wrestlemania 41 night 1 and night 2 predictions and just kind of theories and, things I think may not happen. Um, so we're going to start off obviously night 1 and then we will go right along into night 2. So due to the fact that Roman, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins are going to main event, I do see Jey Uso and Gunther actually opening the show. A part of me feels like it is odd to call Jey main event Jey Uso, let him win the Royal Rumble, and then he's not even main eventing. Especially like the Yeet phase, everything is just like very like it's huge right now, right? So you would kind of assume as well he would main event. I do see Jey Uso winning this match. Do I want Jey Uso to win this match? Whole different story. I actually love Gunther. I feel like right now they're finally doing things with Gunther that I've always wanted them to do. And I hate that he's about to drop the title when more people are starting to see what he's capable of. But I definitely see Jey Uso winning. Maybe Jimmy will come out and help him, which would make sense because Gunther did kind of obliterate him, in the ring a few weeks ago on Raw. But yeah, definitely see Jey getting the belt at Mania from Gunther for sure. Alright, next up, we're going to do Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton. Charlotte won the Royal Rumble, which wasn't really alarming to me. I actually don't dislike Charlotte as much as everyone else does in the world. So, with that being said, the storyline for this match has been all over the place, if we're going to be 100% honest, right? It got very personal, and, there was one time Charlotte just obliterated Tiffany promo-wise, but the match itself, all personal beef aside, all storyline build-up aside, that match is going to cook really hard. I genuinely believe that, because whether you agree with me or not, Charlotte is great in ring, Tiffany's great in ring. I think Tiffany needs to work on her promo skills a bit more. I think she's better as a heel than a face, just my personal opinion, but I still love her. Now, prediction-wise, I do want Tiffany to win because I feel like it does more for her career. She comes in, she's a younger champion, she beat Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. It's like, whoa. For Charlotte, it doesn't do anything. It's just another WrestleMania win, She's so established in her career, she doesn't need the title, in my opinion, even though I like her. But it's one of those things where I personally want Tiffany to win because I feel like it elevates her more as a champion. And she's younger, so it's a good start for her. But there's also a high possibility I know WWE could likely put the title back on Charlotte. So it's one of those things where I'm not 100% certain, but I would like to see Tiffany get the win on this one. El Grande Americano versus Rey Mysterio. I know a lot of people don't necessarily care for this match. I've seen a lot of, why are they doing this? This is stupid. I actually want to see this, We don't know who El Grande Americano is. I would love if Rey Mysterio and LWO unmask El Grande Americano. Like, I want Rey to win, and then I would love if they unmasked him in the ring, and it's just like a Scooby-Doo situation, and he's just like, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you kids. I would crack up. But I see Rey Mysterio getting this, and I do see him unmasking El Grande Americano as well. But a part of me also is like, maybe he won't, and they'll continue with the storyline a bit more. But I would like to see Rey Mysterio get the win on this one. I think he will. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I've actually enjoyed the build-up for this match. If I'm going to be so honest, I would love if Naomi took this win. But I would be shocked if she did. I really think Jade's going to take it. And the reasoning for that is because Jade, I always felt like when Jade came in, they were trying really hard to build her up, right? Then they put her with Bianca because Bianca knows all the ropes and she's just, I love Bianca. Bianca's great. And now it's like, okay, this is Jade's, first real singles match at like Mania. This is a big thing for her. Then they had her do the stare down with Charlotte the one week, which kind of made me like, okay, we're building Jade into like, So, if anything, I see Jade winning and then maybe Naomi crashing out on Jade and, like, going full-blown heel. And then I could see this carrying into Backlash and hopefully there's a stipulation added to it. But I definitely see Jade taking this win from Naomi. Do I want to? No, because I think Naomi has been doing amazing in terms of just, like, being a heel and developing herself. And I love that we're seeing her more because, I always feel like I never got to see Naomi as much as I would like to, and it's nice now that she's a new person and we're seeing more. But I definitely think Jade's going to win. I think Naomi's going to crash out, and I think Backlash they'll have another match. I feel like this match, Jacob Fatu, LA Knight, personally, I want Jacob to win, right? But I have this horrible theory that Solo's going to come out and cost Jacob the match, possibly, because I thought Solo and Jacob would have a match at WrestleMania, and the fact that they're not and they're doing this route instead, it makes me wonder, because Solo has a tendency to come out and kind of cost Jacob things or get in the way when he doesn't mean to. If not, I would love if Jacob won this match and then we get Jacob and Solo tension, maybe Solo gets jealous or this, that, and the third, it's like, it should be me. This should be me in this match or having this title, not you. But I definitely do want Jacob to win, but I'm torn because I know Solo is just lurking in the shadows. But for now, I'm gonna say Jacob just because I love him and I'm hoping I'm right. Okay, we have the War Raiders against the New Day. I would love if New Day took this match and they won the titles. I love War Raiders, don't get me wrong, but I feel like New Day as heels, they've been doing a good job. It's just one of those things where I feel like they haven't gotten the platform as much as they could to fully show what they could do. But I would love if New Day won. And I'm going to pick New Day. I think New Day's going to take it. Lastly, the main event, Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. I actually think Seth Rollins is going to take this win, if I'm being honest. I think Paul Heyman is going to help Seth win in a way. I think I could see a thing where maybe CM Punk hits Roman with, go to sleep, and Roman, falls to the ground, and CM Punk's going to pin Roman, and then Paul pulls him out of the ring and Seth takes the pin. I could see something along that way of Paul helping Seth. I'm not sure what capacity, but I'm picking Seth to win this match for sure. Roman's kind of my last option. My order is honestly Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and then Roman. But I really feel like something crazy is going to happen in this match. I'm hoping, because again, you have Jey Uso and everyone loves Yeet Fest. That's what I call it. Yeet Mania, I guess now technically, right? And I think this taking over that and that energy and that crowd and everything like that, I just feel like something really crazy has to happen. I'm hoping. But, yeah, that wraps up my night 1 predictions. Now I'm going to transfer into my night 2 ones. So night 2 WrestleMania, we have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez against... I don't mean to sigh, it's just one of those things where Lyra and Bayley just had a match for Lyra's title, and now they're a made-up tag team. I don't get the plot, But hey, we're here. So Lyra and Raquel against, Liv and Raquel against Lyra and Bayley for the tag titles. I say Liv and Raquel retaining here. I actually think I think Lyra is gonna get pinned in this match. And I think it's going to make Bayley go crazy and fully turn heel, because she had that tension when she lost to Lyra. And she was just like, she didn't want to shake her hand. And then she went back and did it because it's like, wait, I can't be evil yet all the way. But I definitely think that's going to happen. And I think we're going to get Bayley and Lyra for Lyra's belt. And I think Bayley's going to take it off of her. And then we're just going to have heel Bayley as champion. I do see Becky Lynch coming back, because I think it's one of those things where Lyra is great in ring talent, but it's just character-wise, she kind of loses me. And that's just my personal opinion. But I love watching her wrestle. It's just in terms of character, it's a struggle for me at times. But I definitely see Liv and Raquel just retaining and keeping the belts. Next up, Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. I hate this match, if I'm being so honest. I wanted Drew... I wanted Drew to be a part of John Cena and The Rock's faction or whatever they're doing. I feel like Drew's the perfect person because he's just crazy, and he fits, and he would just do anything and everything. He doesn't care. Unfortunately, I see Damian Priest winning this. I feel like Drew is being used as a way to kind of push Damian a bit more, because it's kind of like Damian was in Judgment Day, he had the title, and then it's kind of like it fell off, for a bit. But I definitely see this, I definitely see it being, very gruesome. But I'm definitely thinking Damien's gonna win, and hopefully after this Drew gets put in something I actually do want to watch. Like, no offense to Damian Priest, I just really wish Drew was in something else. But yeah, I think Damien takes the win on this match. I wish this was a ladder match. I don't understand why it's not, but hey. So we have Braun Breaker. He is fighting for his belt in a Fatal 4-Way against Damien. I said Damian Priest. Against Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and Penta. Personally, I do not see Braun retaining in this match. I would be shocked if he did. Who I want to win, who I think are going to win, are two different things as well. So what I want Finn Balor to win, if I'm being honest, because I feel like Finn never gets the opportunities that I want him to get, or he gets close and then he gets a snatch, right? And I would love if he got the belt. I kind of could see Penta winning, because I think something's going to happen with Dominic and Finn where they beef, or I could even see Finn hitting the coup de grace and then Dominic hitting them and coming in and taking the pin and winning the belt. I think we're finally going to get like something that transpires into the actual beef at WrestleMania, because it's been brewing for a while, you know, the little subtle passive aggressiveness, you know, Finn's just like, oh, they're saying you're a loser, Dominic. They're saying you're not built for this. It's just been brewing for months. So I definitely think at Mania that's going to happen. But it's just one of those things with this match. I feel like it could go any way. I just don't see Braun keeping his title. I wouldn't mind if he did, though, because I love Braun. I'm going to go Penta. AJ Styles takes on Logan Paul. Now, I think this match is going to be pretty good, but I do see Logan Paul winning. I think Karrion Kross could come out. And I also realized, too, you know, Logan I've noticed a trend. I feel like Logan fights, like, legends or older wrestlers, and lately he's been on a winning streak, right? So I don't know if it's a thing where it's, like, it's a way to push Logan, because I don't necessarily love Logan as a character, but I think for a celebrity, he's a good wrestler. Like, and to learn everything so quickly, you know, I think he's pretty decent in the ring. But I see Karrion coming out or something happening where Logan beats AJ. Do I want that to happen? Of course not. I love AJ Styles. I want him to win, but I definitely see it going to Logan Paul. Have a women's triple threat for the championship. So we have Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair. I think Io is going to retain her title. And the reasoning I think that is because Bianca and Rhea are so focused on each other. You know, there's so many times they mush Io and forget that she is champion. I feel like it's just, I don't like you. And then Io comes in, blah, 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 and they just, I feel so bad for her. I hate it for her. But, yeah, I definitely see her retaining. I can see it a thing where it's like they get so caught up in each other that they forget Io is there. Because that's been like a thing where it's constantly happened. And I could see it transpiring into Rhea and Bianca maybe at Backlash. And, you know, just them two. I know a lot of people wanted to see that too. And I would love to see who Io's next opponent would be, honestly, as well. Obviously, you know how I want to win this match just by that. We have Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for Cody's belt. Now, has the storyline been amazing? No. Have I been disappointed and let down? Yes. But do I think it's going to be amazing? Of course. I think it's going to be amazing in a sense of there's so many things that can happen, right? You know, The Rock has been MIA, which is another thing I didn't really understand. Cena's been MIA. It's just one of those things where I feel like it felt like let's shock people and do something crazy, and then there's no build up, right? And it's really unfortunate because John Cena turning heel is such a big moment, and there should have been so many more things that happened in regard to that. But I think this match, the actual match itself, I don't have high expectations because, you know, Cena's older. I don't expect him to just go band for band with Cody at this point in his you know, age and things of that nature. And I'm sure he's still gonna do movies and whatnot. I just don't see it being some like, oh, I'm realistic, you know? Even though I'm like a Cena fan, I'm also realistic about things. I could see, you know, The Rock coming out. I do think Stone Cold Steve Austin's gonna come out as well. I know he's there all throughout WrestleMania season, and it makes sense because Cody doesn't have anybody in his corner. And obviously, you know, Travis Scott's on the loose. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of things can happen in this match, and I think it's honestly going to be like the highlight of night 2. Whatever does happen, I think just the outside aspects of this match and people that can come out are what are going to make it a great match or a great segment, you know, type of thing. But I'm going to go Cena, and that's me being biased as well. And I also would love, you know, they put Randy on the cover for Backlash. I would love if we could get John Cena versus Randy Orton at Backlash for the title. And I could see Cody maybe coming back at SummerSlam, because Cody's been a very consistent champion. I'll give him that. Out of, like, many of the champions, you do see Cody every week, or he's retaining, he's doing something. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Cena. But, yes, thank you for watching my WrestleMania predictions. I really appreciate it. Any type of support, like watching, you know, because you don't have to. But I appreciate it if you took the time and you did. If you would like more of my content, I post on YouTube. I'm going to try to more frequently. I actually post on TikTok as well, very consistently. And I also have an Instagram. My Instagram and TikTok are the same name that are on my YouTube channel. But thank you. Appreciate it. Also, if you would love to drop your predictions in the comments, I would like to know, you know, what other people think is going to happen, you know, because we all have different opinions and views on things. And that's what makes wrestling great, you know, the community, and seeing why people think this or why they think this is going to happen, or things I don't even think are going to happen. I love that. I think there's so many things I see online where it's like, whoa, I never thought of that, like in terms of wrestling, and it's like, oh, that makes sense, like you're a genius. But yes, thank you again for watching and checking me out.